Hello, welcome back, Pedal Squads. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. Let's talk about sexual discipline. If you are currently dating and you're looking for marriage, or maybe you're just currently dating and you want to know more about how to make sure that you're vetting for sexual discipline, if you want to make sure that he has discipline in that area, in that particular area, before you actually commit or before you say I do, listen up because you want to know these tips. Now, before you say I do and you're looking for discipline, make sure that you're vetting. Vetting overall is super important, but let's pinpoint the pieces of vetting that's going to help you look for when you're looking for sexual discipline. You're trying to make sure that he's a sexually disciplined man. So you want to focus on observation and questions. If you're vetting, you should be observing, questioning, and testing. That is vetting in a nutshell. It has some more to it, but let's stay focused here on these pieces, right? So observation and questions are very important for sexual discipline, to vet for sexual discipline within a man. Now, before I go any further into those tips, I want a preference before you even think about it, before you even say I do, before you even commit. If a man is currently cheating on you, he is not sexually disciplined. So you should not want to go any further in a relationship with this man. If a man has a wandering eye, if every time some booty's in the room, his eyes are on that booty, or if anytime there's some cha-chas or some breasts being shown, his eyes are on that breast or those cha-chas, you do not want to marry him. If this man has a pornography addiction, if he's addicted to porn, you do not want to marry this man. These are already indicators that he is not sexually disciplined. And if he's not sexually disciplined, you do not want to say I do. You do not want to commit to this particular man. So let's talk about if he doesn't have these obvious three things. He doesn't have these obvious three things in the first place. So let's move along. Observation. Observation is key in vetting. If he's a man who immediately wants to jump your bones, he immediately wants to sleep with you, he's immediately touchy and feely, and he wants to be all up in your space, he is not sexually disciplined. A man that is sexually disciplined would not want to jump your bones. I know some of you are all, oh my gosh, I'm so attractive, I look so good. I know you do. You look good. You're gorgeous. You absolutely are that girl. But do not let your ego lead you astray. That's what your ego does. It says, oh, I'm attractive. He's going to want to sleep with me on the first date. He's going to want to jump my bones. He's going to want to be with me in that manner. A sexually disciplined man would not want to be with you in that manner on the first date. Why? Because he doesn't know you from a can of paint. He is very disciplined with who he sleeps with. He's very disciplined about who he lays down with. So if he immediately wants to jump your bones, he wants to sleep with you, he wants to see what you look like in the dark, baby, he is not it. He is not sexually disciplined. And that's just from observation alone. The conversation. Pay attention. Some of us girls get so drawn into talking, and we talk too much. We like to have a conversation. We like to communicate. We like to connect, right? We're women. That's what we do. But if in the conversation, he can't even get out of or around anything other than sex, he is not sexually disciplined. A sexually disciplined man is not going to be constantly talking about sex. He's not going to be constantly trying to talk about sexual things. He's not going to be constantly, on that path of sex, because he's going to be a disciplined man. So you do not want to waste your time if in the observation phase, while you're vetting is observation, right? If you're observing that the conversation is nothing but sex, you're observing the only thing he can talk about is jumping your bones. If you're observing, if the only thing he can have a conversation about is how you might be in bed, he is not a sexually disciplined man. Do not allow your ego to screw you. And that's what's happening with women. Women allow their egos to screw them. They get so flattered because he wants to sleep with them. They get so flattered because he wants to jump their bones. They get so flattered because he finds you attractive. Don't allow your ego to screw you. A sexually disciplined man would not approach you in that manner. A sexually disciplined man is going to want to get to know you. He's going to want to know more than your first name. He's going to know more than what kind of position you like to be in. He's going to want to know more about you. He's going to want to have an actual conversation to get to know you and what you value. A sexually disciplined man moves differently, and that's immediately. So if you observe these two things in this man, he is not sexually disciplined. Do not allow your ego to screw you. Questions. Make sure that we're not afraid to ask questions. I'm not sure why women get so fearful of running a man away. If he runs away because you asked him about his past relationships or his children, then he's not the right man. You should be willing to ask questions. Find out about his past relationships. Find out about his children. All of these things could be indicators that he is not sexually disciplined. If a man has a multitude of kids and no relationships with the mothers, no marriages to even think about in this situation, you need to be paying attention. You need to not get caught up in the romance of it all, the love of it all, the ego stroking, the flattery, the compliments that he's giving to you. Pay attention to these children. Are they a lot of children outside of marriage? Like, first of all, if you're a woman who does not have children, this is a red flag for you, sis. So you should be paying attention. If you're a woman who does have children, this is a yellow flag for you, because you need to find out how many children and the ages of these children, and were these children were they born inside of another relationship? Because these also are indicators that he's not sexually disciplined. You do not want a man who is not sexually disciplined. A man who's undisciplined will make your life a living hell. So don't do it to yourself. So do not be afraid of questions about the past relationship and children, because these are big indicators. If he's a type of guy that has a girl on the side, or he always dealing with a whole bunch of women, he's not sexually disciplined. Because sexually disciplined men don't like chaos. They don't like women coming in and out of their life. They don't play with their health. They don't play with their health. They don't be sitting here constantly getting STDs. They don't sit here constantly just catching something every month and just, going to the doctor to get that shot. They're not doing those things. They're very disciplined. This means the women that they have in their lives, they are vetting these women. They're making sure that these women have similar values. They're making sure that the woman is mentally stable, so she's not interfering with his life and his bag. So make sure that he is sexually disciplined. Do not go any further if you start seeing these red flags. Ask questions if you see a yellow flag. Do not be scared or in fear that he's going to leave you alone if you ask him a question. And that's on sexual discipline. And I will see you all on the next one. You have a great day. Bye.